everybody. 586, week number 1. So, two things right off the bat. Well, first, hi. It's good to see you. I'm Bill. If you've not looked at the part that says start here, stop watching this. Click the start here part, start there. Watch that introduction video, look at all those assets and resources, and then come here to week 1. Second big thing before we dive into week 1 is that there is an overlap. So if you're still doing a course, depending on when you're watching this, week 8 is starting now. Your course ends Friday of week 8, and this starts Monday at 12:01 a.m. So I'm doing 2, so I'm finishing week 8 and starting week 1. Week 1 is a lighter lift, as you were likely hoping for. So just so you know, I also double checked with our department head, and it was, yes, there is an overlap. I had a brief moment of panic where I made a mistake, and my other course was 1 week off, and I just put all the due dates on the wrong time, and I was just oh no, the worst possible mistake. But no, it is correct. There's an overlap with 1 week if you're still taking a course. If you didn't have something the last 7 weeks, then you are new and welcome. So this week, the theme is a little bit loose. It's just technology in the classroom, finding your spark, creative tools. So let's just kind of jump into what it is. Make sure you've looked at all those kind of welcome resources. The discussion boards are going to be a way to kind of introduce yourself or reintroduce yourself. Just a few kind of course reminders and housekeeping stuff. I just said housekeeping stuff. I'm sorry. That's so boring. That, and I'm wearing a Hillbrook shirt, so I'm on brand for the school I'm sitting at, but not ours. Did you know we have a relatively new mascot? We are the Golden Eagles. We're no longer the Eagles. It's the Golden Eagles. I had to look that up. I don't have a Golden Eagle shirt, so wouldn't have mattered. But anyway, off we go. Anyway, I said it. I guess I'll just own it. Housekeeping. Every week starts Monday at 12:01 a.m. I typically have the weekly video and announcement posted Sunday, so that if you're kind of cheating it and you need a day to kind of get started, that's a weekend day, there you go. But typically, officially, I should say, it starts Monday and the week ends on Sunday just before midnight. Also a reminder while I'm talking about scheduling, such a boring way to start a video. Man. Discussion board posts, your initial post is due Thursday, and then 2 replies to classmates Sunday by midnight. Most weeks, you're going to have 2 discussion board posts. That means 2 initial replies by Thursday, and a total of 4 responses by Sunday. All right. You ready? Let's jump into it. Your assignment for this week is called What's New About Me? Not me, Bill. What's new about you? But you're going to say what's new about me. You're going to create a presentation or a video introducing yourself. Strongly recommend doing a video to introduce yourself. Could be things you're going to share that's different in your professional life. Could be personal stuff if you want. The goal is supposed to be hopefully Google Sites. That's my strong recommendation. And you're going to use this as a website for your classroom with you as your teacher hat on. So think your future students. If you're actually going to use this, which I hope you will, you're not making it so much for your classmates or for me as your future students. So students you're going to have in the fall are going to watch this video, and then you're going to have resources on different pages that you're going to build out in this course. So if I picked one audience, I would say your future students is the audience. The goal is to try something new. I won't know if it's new to you or not, but that's what I recommend. If you have an iPhone, the Clips app is fantastic. I actually got to meet the project lead on that, the one who actually put together the team that built Clips, and he shared if Apple were to do a video editing app from right now, we don't have one as a company, we need one. It would not be iMovie, it would be Clips. And when I heard that, I was just whoa, okay. I need to kind of rethink what this app is. It's less of a timeline where you can see the length of each clip. If it's 10 seconds, it's this long. If it's 5 seconds, it's this long. And it's more you're creating stuff along the way. One of the great things about the Clips app that isn't readily obvious is that you can turn on captioning, and you just have it kind of instantly. There's a bunch of kind of stickers and stuff you can add to it afterwards, kind of arrows. So if you're making a tutorial, you can do it all kind of in real time. Whereas if you were to do it on a laptop, you'd record all those things, kind of chop the heads and the tails, the beginning and the end, add stuff. You'd be in like probably Final Cut Pro to add layers on top of that, and this is here and time that. Whereas it's all kind of, you build it. It can be asynchronous, but you tend to build it synchronously, linearly. It does support nonlinear editing, but you tend to record it kind of in order as you do that. So if you've not played with Clips, this is an opportunity perhaps to play with the Clips app. You're definitely not required to do that, but wanted to share a little bit about that app, and at least kind of make it like a more obvious thing if it's not obvious to you. What else? Discussion boards. You're going to post that video we just talked about on Thursday, actually. So your first assignment is due Thursday by midnight. Be sure and just review the rubric to see what you need to do for the video, what you need to add or not add, what you need to include or not include, and then the following Sunday you're going to respond to 2 classmates. So I know the timing on that is a little bit tricky if you're also taking a class, because week 8 ends on Friday. So you actually have like, our stuff is due Thursday for discussion boards, which includes the video, and then your final coursework, if you're taking an additional course, that ends the following day on Friday. So there's more to manage than normal. And then you're just going to respond to some peers for the response. Great video, I love this or that. Here's why I liked it, and you're set. The second discussion board is in response. You may have recall this from 501, 3 Rules of Spark Learning by Dr. Ramzi Musallam. You're going to share what resonates with you. It's like a very generic prompt, and how you can use the idea of kind of sparking learning with technology. So same thing, 1 initial post for that discussion board Thursday, 2 responses by Sunday. Just take a look at all the other stuff in week 1. There's a few different videos to read. Very general reminders like read the syllabus, make sure you're looking at academic honesty, late submission policy. We're using APA 7th edition. I think that might be it. The last thing I'm going to read is talk about a book I'm reading right now. Of course, it's on my phone. Is it Co-Creation? AI book. Yeah, Co-Intelligence. There it is. Co-Intelligence, Living and Working with AI by Ethan Mollick, college professor from somewhere. If you're looking for a book to help you kind of better understand how we might integrate AI in the classroom, that's a good book. I'm listening to the audiobook. He narrates it himself. He's an okay narrator, but his ideas are really interesting. And he also talks about it in a more academic way, talks a lot about like his undergrad students. So if you're looking for a book like that, that's great. Also strongly recommend the Ken Shelton book, The Promises and Perils of AI in Education. Incredible book. I'm just now starting that one. The thing that Mollick talks about in his book is he is now requiring his undergrads to use ChatGPT when doing assignments, which is actually interesting because it's in direct opposition to our Department of Ed policy around not using AI to generate content for you. But I thought perhaps an interesting middle ground between our department's policy and what Mollick is proposing is to actually, for written assignments or for scripts, get feedback from ChatGPT. So do not write, give me 500 words about this topic. Do not write, give me a video script about this. That actually goes against the current School of Ed policy. Don't do that. But you can say, and actually I wonder, prompt, if I just created a chat, and let's go down this rabbit hole just a little bit, because it's incredibly important and timely. Because if you're not experimenting with how you can use AI as an educator, you are falling behind. And of all the times when you're getting a master's in ed tech, you need to be getting ahead, not falling behind. So a huge tip I have for you is to use a persona. So just saying like, give me 5 ideas for this blog post I wrote, they're all going to be okay. But if you say, like, you give it a persona, you are an expert copywriter full of wit with an expertise in education, um, give me 5 ideas for this blog post, paste the blog post, you're going to get significantly better content if you give it that persona. So I actually got from one of our middle school English teachers a prompt for helping get other prompts to develop other personas. And each chat, I'm being specific to ChatGPT, each chat that you have, it learns that persona or that behavior in the chat. So if I have one, and I do have one for emails, it knows my style for emails, and I go to the email chat to help me with emails. If I need help with writing prompts for these videos, I've shared with it a bunch of the text from our course, and in that one chat, it can give me feedback as to what I'm doing in this course for videos. What else? Like, I'm building an iOS app to, of all things, manage traffic count on our campus. And so I go to that chat, and it knows all the code that it's actually built for me in the app that I'm building with the help of ChatGPT. So each chat is a unique ecosystem. So with this one, I'm going to say create a prompt. We're going to do this in real time to help grad students in educational technology get feedback on their coursework. Prompt. The persona should be helpful and creative grad school instructor. So let's see what this prompt is going to be. It's going to come up pretty quickly. So if you would like to dip your toes in or go deeper into using ChatGPT to get feedback for you, this is the prompt. And I'll add this to our weekly announcement. Again, I want to be really clear. This is not for ChatGPT to do your coursework for you. That's plagiarism. That'll get you kicked out of the program. Do not do that. But if you have a final product and you want to get some feedback before submitting it, this is a fabulous way to get some feedback. So the prompt: you will act as a helpful and creative grad school instructor to provide detailed and constructive feedback on my coursework in educational technology. The feedback should be insightful, supportive, and aimed at helping me improve my work. Please use the following information to guide your feedback. And now it has 6 things that you would actually paste in: the course title, assignment description, goals and objectives, the submitted work that you're going to do, areas for feedback you want, and then any specific areas where you're looking for feedback. Then, please provide feedback that's reflective, nuanced, and professional, encouraging critical thinking and creativity in alignment with the goals of the educational technology program. Yeah, I'll share that in our weekly announcement. So if you're trying to figure out, like, how do I do that, if you're going to actually have a script or kind of talking points for the video you're going to make, you can share that, or you can, there's a bunch of different ways to kind of play with it. Share that and ask for kind of bullet points. Say, like, I want to talk about this, this, and that. Give me bullet points to describe or to help me stay on task. I'm going to add this, this, and that. What might I be missing? And then every time you're taking 586 assignments and want feedback on them, you go back to that one chat, the 586 chat. You've already given it the persona of helpful, creative grad school instructor. So when you share work that's in draft mode, you'll get some good feedback on it. That's going to be significantly more helpful than just saying, any tips on this writing? Share. So being really careful about how you prompt that first thing you write in a new chat is incredibly helpful. So yeah, that's all I've got for you in week 1. Looking forward to watching those videos come in on Thursday, and reach out if you have any questions. Happy week 1, everybody.